I'm recording. Oh, are we not ready yet? You haven't even opened Audacity. What you're trying to tell me, Cameron, is no one will hear any of what you're saying, but they'll hear all of what I'm saying right now at the beginning of the next podcast?
What? Now they'll hear me because I am speaking.
Can't believe you, Cam. Ruining my 5 minutes of fame.
Well, they won't hear me. They will not hear me.
Liar.
It shall not be done.
Hey, Cam.
Yeah.
How do I even record again? Like, I don't understand. How does this fucking program work?
Remember how I
Gotta build a stupid.
Remember
like,
how I dropped
what
like
the
$100
fuck?
on cider?
Oh my.
Yes.
Wait,
you
what
were like,
ciders did you buy?
Computer when? Oh, I bought a bunch of Summersby.
Oh, nice. Did you stock up your mini fridge?
Yeah. I also just dropped $30 on Fanta.
Fucking loser. I heard. I was.
Why on Fanta?
Because Fanta's fucking great, dude.
Anyways, how are we gonna do the sync stuff? You know.
I'm gonna do tone again because that actually worked really well.
Did,
Oh,
it,
did it?
did it work
Okay.
really well?
Yeah, like
really,
surprisingly well.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Oh
trying to
no,
close
I clipped Cam.
Oh,
no!
That's gonna be such an awful
Oh
sound.
my god!
Can't wait
Okay,
to get a
let's-
Snapchat of that later.
Oh gosh. Well, there we go.
Let's do the sync now, and then we can move on.
My headphones are already over top of the mic.
Me too.
All right, Jack, you ready? All right.
Are we supposed to talk?
Hello?
Yes, you can talk now.
Hello?
Are we back?
You can.
I think
you
we're
can
we're
talk
back
now.
at it.
Cam,
I
there was a
peed.
loud
I
screaming, and that's all I heard.
I heard this screech in
God.
my right ear, and I was just thinking of how many birds in this world need to get gunned down.
I don't know. My air conditioner just kicked back in, and I'm currently sitting in front of it, so that'll be fun to edit out.
Well,
Oh, nice.
I mean, you say the editing out part is gonna be the hard part, but I think it's the shrinkage that's going to occur as you're sitting right in front of an AC.
Episode 13.5. Here we go.
Cam,
No, this
Cam
episode 12.
struggles.
Oh, it's
Cam
episode 12?
struggles
Oh, yeah.
with
okay.
trying to survive.
God damn.
God, I fucking-
Welcome everyone
Welcome
to
to the
episode
podcast.
12.
Good intro, guys. Good intro. Well done, everyone.
And if we keep it up, we might even get a 12.5 at this rate.
Ooh. Don't get your hopes up, though.
No, it's not
None of us want a
12.5.
12.5.
It's 12 and a half. Just
Yeah.
like 11 and a half.
Yeah, exactly.
But
We're still waiting on Boat Guy. Boat Guy is hopefully Boat Guy is the next bonus episode.
Okay, that'd be good. That'd be good.
Ideally, it's the
that
next
could
bonus
be a good one. We could even
Ideally.
talk to Boat Guy and get him into the podcast for a special
Oh,
guest.
we could see about it. Yeah.
Oh my God! Have Boat Guy call in.
He'll probably just tell us to. Yeah, I'll call him. It won't even be like an actual appearance on the podcast. I'll call him on my phone. I'll get him
Put
to
it
say
on
a few
speaker
words.
and he'll just say
my
something. He'll be like,
God.
"What the
He'll
fuck
be like,
you
"Fuck
calling me
off!
for?"
I'm fucking working."
Boat Guy.
Boat guy.
So Jack, you told us that you have a story to tell us.
Oh, I have. My week has been fucking mental, dude. Okay, let's go over a few things. Did I talk about my friend's truck getting stolen?
Yes, that
Okay,
was
I've
in
talked.
the last episode.
Okay, perfect. I've talked about that one. Did I talk about some cunt breaking into my shed yesterday and stealing my bike?
Nope.
Oh,
No.
didn't talk about that one, did I? And the worst part about that one is that, okay, it's like, it's a shitty shed. But anyway, instead of cutting the lock, they cut the latch on it. So now we have to, like, figure out a new latch for this fucking thing instead of just buying a new lock, which would have been a lot easier. I don't give a fuck about the bike.
Jesus.
You've seen me on stream. I don't ride my bike, so it doesn't matter. But anyway, I was like, oh, fucking stupid. Anyway, so that happened. And then yesterday, sorry, the bike thing was a couple days ago. Yesterday, about 40 minutes into my shift, a man entered my store who had, before he had entered, had already been told to fuck off because he went outside the store and just cracked open a can and started drinking it outside, which, yeah, exactly. Heavily illegal, in case you're not aware. He then came back in and he started saying, "Oh, I wasn't fucking drinking out there. I was waiting for my manager." And I was like, I've been there for 40 minutes. I have no fucking clue what's going on. So I'm looking at my cashier and she's like, "Yeah, he was outside drinking." I was like, "Okay, sir, we're not serving you." oh, I'm just getting a pop. Picks up a fucking clam.
A paw.
Yeah. Picks up a clam. I'm like, no, we're not serving you. So he puts the clam down, and then he goes and picks up an energy drink. And he's like, oh, I'm just gonna get this. I was like, no, we're not serving you. You're not understanding this. No, I'm just getting this one. I'm like, no, you're not. We're not serving you. Literally, a liquor store cannot serve you if you have broken the fucking law already. So then he gets angry at me. He's like, oh, just chill out, dude. You're being so... I'm like, no, get out of my store. He's like, oh, chill out, dude. And then he says to me, and I quote, okay, well, next time you crack open a can in your backyard, I'll come find you. And leaves the store. So now I've been threatened. So
God.
that was a fun start to the day.
You see,
I thought stream and wait for you to crack open one on there, and then he's gonna just walk in.
I was watching my rearview mirror the whole way home. Like, I was paranoid.
I would love for you to start a stream, and I'm just like in your house already. You like start the stream. Hey guys, you crack open a can. I walk up and I like just like slap you and I run away.
Smack it into his face.
That's public drinking, bro.
No,
So, yeah,
I got that snap. I got that snap saying you got threatened, and I thought, oh, okay, well, I wonder what happened. And then you sent a snap saying, yeah, I got interviewed to be part of the KGB.
Yeah.
And I thought they were the same instance.
Nope.
I thought this guy walked up and was like, you're not going to be a part of the KGB? Well, guess who's coming after you?
No. KGB guy was a lot nicer. I don't know what I want to call him. I don't want to use his first name, which he did tell me. But it was so fucking mental. To put things into perspective, I was busy as fuck yesterday because we're getting like a big thing happening today at the store. We're getting audited and shit like that. So I have to get the store ready. I have to do all this shit for the store. And I'm trying to sweep at the end of the night so that we can mop. And for about 20 minutes, this man talked to me. I don't know if he was trying to activate me. I don't know. I wrote down some notes. Hang on. Let me bring open my notes real quick.
Wait, he was trying to activate you?
Well, that's
like,
my theory.
Like, are you like a toy where you have a string on the back, pull it, and you start saying catchphrases?
No, I'm thinking like a KGB agent like trying to activate.
The secret
word,
like
you're a sleeper agent. He's trying to say the secret code words to turn you into a broom-wielding fucking ninja.
Exactly. So, okay, here's what I've written down.
That's frightening.
I wrote down topics, my Monday, and then I wrote down a list of things. So here's Russian man. I wrote down. Okay, so he was about 5'6", and he had a buzzed light hair, and he was wearing a camo jacket. Okay, and he had a heavy Russian accent. First thing he asks me is where the sparkling wine is. And I'm like, it's right over there. Oh, yes. Oh, I tell you, 3 months ago, I have party. I give sparkle wine to all my friends. Oh, they love me. Ha, 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 ha. And I'm like, okay. Then he starts asking me where the Mexican vodka was. And I'm...
Mexican vodka?
You mean the tequila?
I don't know. And that's... That's the thing. I'm not sure if that was an activation word or if he meant tequila. Because actually I was talking with Ultra about this yesterday, and he was like, does he mean tequila? I was like, that never fucking occurred to me. It could have been
Mexican.
Tequila. I was like, I'm like walking around with him, and I'm like, oh, I don't think we have any vodka from Mexico. I don't know. But while I'm showing him the vodka, he's standing like 6 inches from me. And I keep taking a step to the side to try and like get away from him while we're looking at the vodka, and he just keeps following me 6 inches from my shoulder, and I'm like, back the fuck off. God damn it.
Jesus.
Then he tells me he's from Moscow. And he kept saying 3 months, so I thought he'd gotten there 3 months ago. No. He just kept talking about a party he'd had for his birthday 3 months ago. It had nothing. He moved here 10 years ago. Okay. Then he says to me, I used to work in Soviet military. And this is where I was like, well, there's no sweeping getting done right now. This is
Is that where he followed up saying, "I heard that episode of the podcast. I need to talk to you."
Yeah, right? That I'm wondering. You remember we talked about the Russian consulate that one day? I'm wondering if that's
Hubcap Hooligans. That's
Hubcap
the name
Hooligans.
of the episode.
There you go. Exactly. So I was a little concerned about that. Then he says to me, "Do you remember Russia invade Ukraine in Crimea?" And I said, "Oh yeah." Didn't mention it again for the rest of the time there. But what he did follow up with was, "What you do if America invade Canada?"
Oh.
And
What
I'm
does
like,
he know that we don't?
I was like, I don't know. I don't know what I would do. He's like, "Oh yeah." I was like, okay. Then he starts talking about a soldier he met in Montreal. The story was basically, "Oh, I go to gas station in Montreal, and man, I ask him question, but he wouldn't tell me what the question was. He just kept saying, 'I ask him question,' and I was like, okay."
So what question
like,
did you ask him?
Right, and I said, "What was the question?" And he was like, "Man, he look at me, he go blah 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 blah, and then he drive away." And I was like, okay, but what was the question? What the fuck are you talking about? So that was very fucking strange. I don't know. I genuinely don't know what I was supposed to take from that part of the conversation. What else did I write down? Then he starts telling me about his wife that he met when he moved here. He proceeded to tell me that they don't sleep together. I think that was part of the story.
Was he a mail order groom?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Oh my god!
But that's a good question actually, because he kept saying how she lets him use her car and her money.
Is her name?
Ooh, that's getting bleeped out
It could
again.
be. So there was that. He kept telling me he was gonna, like, next time he came in, he was gonna give me a big tip. And I was like,
What kind of tip? What kind of tip?
I'm a little
What
worried
tip
about
are you
that, to be
hoping
honest.
for?
I'm very glad I'm not in for the next couple days, because I don't want to find out what kind of tip I'm getting.
It's like a mail bomb. Just like, oh hey, we got like a shipment delivered to us from the front door.
Yeah.
Don't open it.
Don't open it.
Oh, there's a white powder.
It's fucking anthrax.
Jack knows too much.
Yeah, right? I'm like, I don't know what I know. Why am I being questioned?
I wonder how many more Russian listeners we're gonna get this time.
Yeah.
This will be Jack's last episode before he goes into a witness protection program.
The other thing was that, like, before he would say anything, he would always say, "Oh, I have one more question." And he would keep saying that over and over again after every question. So that was annoying.
Imagine if this man, as he was leaving, instead of saying goodbye, he'd say, "Oh, I have one more question," and he just walked out the door.
That would be amazing. That would be
so
truly
good.
amazing.
That would have been so good. Then he started. Then he looks me dead in the fucking face, and he goes, "You are, big, strong muscle man."
Yes.
And I'm
Yes,
like,
I was hoping he would.
yeah, and
Oh.
I'm like, what? No, like not even a little bit. I'm just big. He's like, why you work at a shitty liquor store? And I was like, cause it pays. I need money, dude. Like that's why I work here.
You
work
as
here,
big as bear.
this not yeah. Yeah, this not pay very well. Is this side job or what is this? And I'm like, no, I work here, dude. This is my job. Oh, okay. It's One more question. I see you at gym. I don't know if he was just looking for a gym buddy or what, but I was like, nope. I looked at him and I was like, no, I don't go to the gym. But it was 20 fucking minutes, and I'm trying to sweep the goddamn store, and he's standing in my way the whole time, and he won't move. I think there's just something about me that, like, invites insane people to talk to me.
Really? But what if he was just looking for a friend?
Him.
Like,
He
what if
could've
he
been.
actually just
And
came to
that's-
the liquor store and he's like, "Oh, I drink alcohol. You work in an alcohol store.
Well, that's the
I
thing.
go to gym. You look like you're big and can go to the gym.
Right.
We could be friends.
Exactly.
You are almost a foot taller than me, and you probably have 200 pounds up on me, but I'm sure that's fine.
Or maybe he was looking for like a bodyguard. but he kept
a personal driver.
That's the thing. That's the thing. I'm having a laugh right now and saying, KGB contacted me and everything. Genuinely, he seemed like a lovely guy. I think he was an alcoholic, mostly because he said to me, "Oh, I'm an alcoholic." But I also I think he was just looking for like someone to chat with. I think probably, you spend 10 years in a country that doesn't have your, first language, and it's probably hard to find people to talk to. But yeah. I was like, this is very strange. It reminded me, first of all, it reminded me of a story from a while ago where literally within 10 seconds of my cashier saying to me, "Well, it is a full moon tonight. All the crazies are going to be out." A man entered the store, proceeded to tell me how he was going to citizens arrest Justin Trudeau. He was friends with former Saskatoon Mayor Don Aitchison. Don't know what that has to do with anything. And, he wanted to citizens arrest Putin as well.
Wait, was this me that mentioned the full moon thing? Because I've done that before.
No, it was someone else. I don't think you were working with us yet. I think it was like last year.
Oh.
But it was just strange. I don't know what invites people to have I guess it's me. I guess it's just the way I like smile at people, and I'm just like, "Oh yeah, go on."
I mean, they hear that you're British and you're like, a British person living in Saskatchewan?
That must be what it is.
Well, I don't think Time is Run guy like really took that into consideration. It's just he opened up the conversation and he was Time is Run.
Have we talked about Time is Run guy?
Yes, we have.
I feel like we have. Yeah.
I feel like that was like the third or fourth episode.
Okay.
Yeah, it's somewhere pretty early on, but good. I know we talked about Time is Run guy somewhere in there.
We'll have to figure that out. Yeah, it's just all the crazies, dude.
I gotta tell you about a crazy that happened last night.
Go on.
We waited till it was a bit colder last night, me and my partner, and we went to the dog park with our two pups. And one of the puppies that we got, he's about 10 months old. He is a Newfoundlander cross Burmese mountain dog.
He's fucking massive.
He is a big dog. In the middle of the night, he looks like a fucking bear. He jumps at you like a bear.
Real quick, if you want to see this dog, go to YouTube. Rocklicker.
Search up Rocklicker with a 1.
Yeah.
Rocklicker with a 1 on YouTube.
And go to my first video.
The first video on there, and Dio shows up in there.
Yeah.
There you go.
And I have to say, this dog, he loves to play. He loves to wrestle. He likes to go and see other people. When he's on a leash, he actually does. When he's like on a leash walking, his excitement.
Gnaw on my arm.
His excitement doesn't actually cause him to bite other people. Because like when he's at his house and people come over, he likes to play with them. So he like grabs their arm with his mouth and just like wants to hold you close so you can pet him. And he's like, "Oh no, I want trying to move away. No, I'm pulling you closer. I want you like beside me."
Scratches the fuck out of your arm every time.
Yeah. He's a puppy, right? So we're still trying to train him out of that stuff. And I mean, once he gets
doesn't look like a puppy.
Once he gets exactly that, and that's one of the problems. So this dog will run at people.
That's terrifying. That's terrifying.
On a leash.
Jacob, he's probably bigger than you.
Yeah, he is.
When he stands up, he's just a bit shorter than me. But yes, he is. He stands 5'5".
Yeah, so he's about an inch shorter than Jacob.
No, he's a couple inches. But one of the things is that when he's on a leash and we're going to the dog park, he gets so excited that he'll want to run full speed at the dog park gate. He doesn't care who's passing by. He doesn't care who's running past. He just wants to go into the dog park to see other dogs.
Incredible.
And
that's knowing Dio, that's a fucking terrifying sight.
And it is. And the problem was last night, my partner said that they wanted to walk him to the gate.
Oh no.
But also, any people we pass, he kind of wants to stop and like see them and say hi, because he at the dog park, he'll play with the dogs. He'll run up to their owners and he'll stand beside their owners in between the dog and the owner and just get pet. That's all he does. He doesn't do anything vicious to people. He doesn't do anything like aggressive. He's just like, I love getting pet on my way to the dog park, even on walks. Well, last night, as we're going, there is this lady, and I want to use the term new Canadian, because she's definitely not born in Canada.
Foreigner. Filthy foreigner.
No, nothing like that. I think she's just new to Canada.
Yeah.
And she saw this dog, and her first reaction was to scream.
What?
Yes. So Dio starts pulling, and my partner's like pulling back on him, but as soon as he gets excited for the gate, he starts like pulling her.
I'm just imagining like that video. Go!
Well, no, and this lady saw him and just went, and as soon as she started doing that, he got more excited.
Right.
So he started heading for her. Like, just, I want to see a person, right? And what does she do? She starts running. So I'm guessing she's scared of dogs. It wasn't.
I'm
like,
going to ask
really?
a question. Really? Yeah. Is she scared of dogs, Jacob? I'm going to ask a question. When you say new to Canada, what area maybe are we talking about here?
I would say.
Because I'm new to Canada. Shut the fuck up.
You are technically new to Canada.
I'm new to Canada,
I would say English is not her first language.
Okay.
And I would also say that her English skills need a bit of work. No racism here. These are all facts about this person.
Facts don't care about your feelings.
Her reaction to being afraid of dogs was to panic and run, which to a puppy is the signs of someone playing with you.
Yes.
Yep.
So my partner had to tackle our dog. I have another dog with me, and I'm like holding him away. Yeah. So I had to like walk towards them carefully, saying, "No, we're not playing. Like this is not." And this lady, her reaction after running away from the dog, like running to the other side of this park pathway, was to stand behind the bench and watch.
She's probably heard about all the bears in Canada, and this is just worst nightmare.
I've never seen a bear in my life. All of a sudden, this giant, large black dog
this bear is running
at her, and he's got his tongue out, and he's so happy.
Oh my god!
But yeah, so then we. After this lady left, everything at the dog park was fine. Like, it was a fun time. We walked the dogs and stuff. But that was the first time I've ever seen this ever happen. I've never seen someone run and scream at a dog. And what kind of drove me a little bonkers was she took a path beside a dog park.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
So if you're scared of dogs, you're scared of dogs. There is literally a short path to the dog park.
Well,
and then the path goes right beside the dog park.
You're saying it like, oh, you're scared of dogs, as if she's going to have the same reaction to, like, a chihuahua or a shih tzu.
Yeah.
I agree.
No, that dog is fucking mentally big, and it doesn't know its own strength.
Yeah.
Correct.
To be fair, if I was out in the dark walking around, and all of a sudden this dog,
but it wasn't dark.
A human is running after me.
I'm terrified of Dio.
We went at about 8:45. The sun was setting, but it was still light enough that you could see everything perfectly.
Bear hour. Fam, that is bear hour, man. Bear hour. Was it like okay, I have a question. Was it like a full on like high pitched scream?
No, it was like a
Oh, okay.
It was
I've never
really
understood
awkward.
how people can do that. How people's natural reaction can be like a full on like kind of scream.
But I want you to picture like she's running with her arms waving.
Oh my god.
She's just like spooked, like full on spooked, and I'm sitting here, I'm like, why are
Zoidberg
you?
again.
But like, even like, but she was scared of both dogs, and my other dog isn't as big. I would say he's a large dog, like a medium to large dog.
Slow as fuck. Jojo's like
he's not slow, but when he's on a leash,
man.
he's an old man. He takes his time. He doesn't do anything. He doesn't care about other people. No. He looks like he's perma-fried half the time, and because his old owner smoked a ton of weed or something.
Yeah.
Oh, so he is perma-fried.
Yeah.
But this lady seemed to scream at, like, obviously Dio for going near her, but then she like wide berthed my dog too. She was like, I don't want to see either. I don't want to be near either of them. Like, these dogs are scary.
Get out of the dog park.
Like, why are you walking near the dog park?
Oh my God.
So I told my partner, I was like, I don't think she's ever going to come walking back down this path.
Yeah. I
Just ruined that path.
One line you said made me kind of chuckle was that your partner jumped on Dio.
Yeah. No, they like, what was it? Dio got close.
Yeah.
They had to run a bit faster than Dio, get their arms around his neck, and then sit him down.
Oh, okay. I'm just imagining like jockey on a horse. Honestly.
Oh, basically they were.
Yeah, because I feel like I could ride Dio like that. Oh, that sounds a bit
Oh
weird.
my God.
But you know what I mean. It's fucking massive.
He's big.
I'm gonna Photoshop that. I'm gonna Photoshop Jack riding Dio into battle.
Yes, please.
We'll have a
I'll
picture
send
of
you the
Dio
art
and a
later.
small picture of
Thank
Jack.
you.
Yes,
Jack,
exactly.
we're gonna have you stand really far away in the parking lot, and we're gonna get a picture of you. Just like I need you to jump in the air a little
It just
bit.
has to be like a good side profile of it. Like
Yeah.
it looks like him riding something, and then a side profile of Dio. And
I'll
that's
take
all I
that
need.
later. I'll send it, and then you can adjust your picture accordingly.
Perfect.
How about I send you a video of Dio just running around the yard, and then you can find the perfect picture with some motion blur.
That works. Yeah, that works. Perfect.
But yeah, that was something that happened yesterday, which I thought was a
Nice.
little kooky.
Quirky.
Get a little cuckoo.
You get a little crazy.
You want to hear
Push some
cuckoo? I have a
sugar.
Yeah, you got a little sugar in you, Cam?
You got a little sugar in you?
No sugar. But
Okay.
this story involves vodka.
Oh, I do enjoy
As
shots
all
of
good
vodka.
stories do.
Let's see. So it would have been. I would have been in 10th or 11th grade.
Okay, now that hey, whoa.
I did not partake.
Cam did not partake. All of
Okay.
the people partaking were of legal age.
Cam has
We
told me that
we
he
don't
didn't-
condone underage
Hang on.
drinking.
Let's not stretch the truth here, but I will say that Cam has stated multiple times that he didn't really start drinking until college. So
I didn't have my first shot until a month before college.
exactly. So I believe you when you say you didn't drink at this party. You're fine.
That's
So,
wild, dude.
oh, this wasn't at a party. This was at school.
Oh, pardon me.
Whoa!
Hang on. Vodka and school in the same. Okay.
This
here we
sounds
go.
like
Let's go.
university all over again. Let's continue.
So I would have been in 10th or 11th grade, and I'm out on a school trip, and we're off snowshoeing. So like we don't have any real connection to like the outside world this day. We're all just
What
kind
are
of
you talking about? You don't have an outside connection to the
woods.
world. You're snowshoeing. You should be connected to the world as it is in true
Yeah.
nature.
All
In all
roads lead
fairness,
to
it was a
Rome,
great trip.
but everywhere else there's snowshoes.
Yeah, so we're off snowshoeing. So we have a good trip. Nothing really too eventful happens.
Okay.
And then we're on the bus back to the school. And the guy in front of me gets up and he's like, "Oh my God, did you guys see this?" And he holds up this picture.
Yeah.
And it's of a couple 9th grade students at the school. One of them is holding a vodka bottle, and the other ones are like leaning onto them. Like it's very clear they're trashed. And then the caption, so the caption was originally supposed to be "Turn Up Tuesday,"
No.
but they made the mistake and they wrote it "Turnip Tuesday." So that immediately just got sent around the entire school.
Oh no.
And immediately the staff find out. So one of the women, or no, I think it was the principal because she was a woman, goes into the ladies' washroom and just finds these 3 9th graders absolutely trashed out of their minds in like the middle of 5th period.
No. Why were they drinking at school? What the fuck?
Uh-huh.
Oh my
And
God.
they ended up getting memed. Like someone made a Coney 2012 poster, but it was Turnip Tuesday, Never Forget.
So good.
Oh my God. And yeah, I don't think that died down for like a year.
Oh no.
Did they ever see any repercussions from that? Like just like a suspension or?
Yeah, I think they got suspended for a few days because they brought. Oh my God! I just remembered another story involving alcohol in high school.
Oh God.
So, I think I was in 9th grade at this time because I think it was like a 12th grader that year. But I'm sitting on the steps of, we had this auditorium at our school that was in front of our office. So I'm sitting on the steps of the auditorium, kind of enjoying my lunch with my friends. And then all of a sudden, we hear this loud bang at the door.
Yeah.
And then another loud bang through the second sets of doors. And this 12th grader comes stumbling in with like a half-drunk bottle of beer in his hands. And I'm kind of like,
no.
So I watch this guy. He walks to the doors of the office, tears them open, goes in to the administrator's desk, slams down the bottle on the desk, splashing beer everywhere, and goes, "I want to talk to the vice principal."
Well, he's definitely going to talk to the vice principal.
Oh, yeah.
Immediately, the vice principal, the other vice principal, and the principal all kind of walk out and just like simultaneously cross their arms and go, "What are you doing in here?" And then we just see him get escorted off into like the little offices in the back of the main office. And like, I don't think I ever heard of him again.
Oh my god.
Oh.
No
This
shit.
was the same year of graduates as a couple guys who, so they didn't end up going to college. So in their first year after high school, they're like, well, we're bored. We don't have anything to do.
Right.
So their bright idea was to attempt to rob a bank down the street. So it would have been the fall, and they got like ski masks, and they put these ski masks on. I think one of them had like an airsoft gun or something on them. And they walked into the local bank, gave them a note saying, "We have a weapon, give us all your money." So like, yeah, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
And they're in there, they're waiting, and they're handing them the money. They immediately walk out, and it's just like, the area is covered in police.
Yeah, of course. Because banks don't fuck around.
Yeah, so they're like 18, and they're absolutely like done for.
That's hilarious.
Well, I don't think intelligence was anything they graduated with. So.
No kidding.
I'm not sure they graduated after that one. Or were they done school?
Oh, no, they had graduated.
Oh,
they
they
just
had
couldn't
graduated.
figure out that was their idea of what they were gonna do after after high school.
Did they have that like at the graduation? It's like, oh,
Yeah, we're just. This person's
here's
gonna
Casey,
graduate.
She's going to the U of S. She's gonna be a vet.
Oh, and here's Michael.
Thomas.
He's graduating with distinction. Also, he wants to rob a bank. Good job, Michael. Good job.
Good job, Michael. Everyone
Most likely to rob a bank.
Woo, Michael.
Most likely to rob.
Most
It's like
likely.
it's like they pick the one quiet kid, and all of a sudden it's like the two jocks get arrested for it, and they're like, "Oh, I guess we didn't see that one coming." Oh man.
I feel like I had another story, but I can't remember.
You know, I gotta tell you, my partner and I are getting a roommate at the end of the month.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Who's moving in?
Is his name Martin?
No,
Describe
it's
the person.
one of my partner's old roommates
Oh,
that
okay.
is in the wedding party.
I was kind of hoping he was gonna say one of my partner's old boyfriends.
Fuck
That would've been
me,
good.
dude. I know the two people that my partner dated before me.
Rock Cucker.
I met one of them in person, and the other one I haven't met because they just barely exist. But I swear,
They barely exist.
No,
and
I got a
exist
story.
on
No, I got a
plane
story. I
between
got a story.
existence
I got a
and
story.
non-existence.
I got a story for you. I find this one quite humorous.
I hope it ends in you getting cucked. That'd be pretty fun.
You
So
know,
there I
there's-
was, sat in
no,
the
no,
corner
no,
of my
no.
bedroom watching
Honestly,
my wife
using new age terms, her ex was a simp.
Oh no!
That is how I'm gonna start this. When I met my partner, at a drinking event, we exchanged phone numbers, and she had messaged me the next day, and from there we've basically been messaging and together since. And while this was going on, you know, the conversation comes up. It's like, are there any, you know, ex partners that I have to worry about? You know, like, are they just gonna make appearances? Do you still care about them? All those, like, you know, those drunken talks and stuff.
Yeah.
And one of them, like her most recent ex, she told me about this guy. We're gonna call him. I'm trying to think of a good name. We're gonna call him Oklahoma. We're gonna call him Oklahoma.
Okay.
We're gonna call him Oklahoma. And this guy, he kept messaging her, but it wasn't like he would like message her all the time or anything like that. He'd just be like randomly like, "Hey, how's it going?" You know, like because he got my partner really into like working out and stuff, and my partner does work out, and she enjoys doing that on her own.
Right.
And this ex-boyfriend of hers got her into it. So they'll compare like their deadlift records and their bench press records and all that. And I was like, okay, like that just sounds like a good thing, like friends, whatever, right?
So how often does he message?
Today, not anymore.
Okay. Okay.
We'll get to that event.
How often did he message then?
He probably messaged her like 2 times a week, 3 times a week. Like,
Ooh,
I wouldn't say it was often by any means, but, it was semi-often. So,
2 or 3 times a week is like a relationship for me, let's be honest. So it's a little,
oh, goodness. Well, the way their relationship had ended is that he, like, broke up with her for somebody else.
Did they make hella good muffins, or?
Oh, you son of a bitch.
What's their name? Drop them right now, so I have to censor it later.
I was about to name drop that person. I was gonna leave a giant. I was gonna name drop the muffin girl. No, I was gonna name drop him and give like a space so you could just fucking cut it perfectly. No,
do you know the Muffin Man?
Yeah.
If I ever find that muffin man, I better try his muffins first, and then we'll go from there.
They could be hella good. You never know.
They could have been good enough to cheat on a person. God damn. Well, anyways, so their relationship didn't end on a good note, but they basically became mutual friends after the fact.
Okay.
And so I wasn't like I was sitting there and I, being a bit more grown up into this relationship, I was like, okay, I'm not going to be jealous. I'm not going to be envious. And it got to the point where, cuz he has a dog and my partner wanted to go to the dog park and walk the dog because she cared about this ex-boyfriend's sister and the dog. So like he'd be like, hey, you want to come walk like Dash? And she'd be like, oh yeah, sure, like I'm just gonna go to the dog park for a bit. So I was just like, yeah, like do it, whatever. And it slowly kept building where he would like ask her basically almost every weekend to go to the dog park. And I was like, okay, something's going on here. Yeah. I know something's up. And I told my significant other, I'm like, hey, I think something's happening here. I think he still has feelings for you.
Yeah.
And
hopefully they weren't dogging.
They weren't. So obviously I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna have to have this talk with her. I had to talk with her. I'm like, hey, maybe you should like cut back a bit. Like this is, like
talk. You make it sound like she's an alcoholic.
Oh no, we both love drinking beer. It's fine.
No, that's not the point.
Anyways, I was like, I think he has feelings for you still. And she went, oh no, he doesn't. Like he ruined that chance with me years ago.
It doesn't matter that he ruined the chance.
Well, I was telling her that. And she was like, nah. So I was like, okay, whatever. Like, I want you to be the one to live through this. I want you to understand that I'll be here if you do any, like, I know you're smart, and if you do anything dumb, like, that's it. But I know you're not gonna do anything dumb because you're not dumb.
Yeah.
And so,
okay, Jacob, I want to ask you right now. This doesn't involve grounders, and it won't be another therapy episode, right?
Yes and yes. No. This actually ends really funny.
Okay.
I find it hilarious, 100% hilarious with an ending. So this guy.
Just a warning for everyone listening, real quick.
I'll speed it up.
Jacob finds this funny, so brace yourselves. Here we go.
I think everyone's gonna find it funny when we find out how much of a simp this guy is.
Okay, I'm excited now. Go on.
Okay, so my partner and I started dating in March, and we're gonna fast forward all the way to December. We finally have a dog, so she didn't have to go to the dog park with Oklahoma anymore. And I'm sitting in her basement apartment.
Yeah.
And this guy messages her the day after Christmas. He had gotten her a Christmas gift.
Oh, no.
Oh.
And he wanted to give it to her. So he was outside the house. He wanted to give it to her. But he didn't want to come
outside the house?
Yes, he didn't want her to come. He didn't want to come into the house because he didn't want to see me when he gave this gift, and he didn't want me to come outside when she went to get the gift. And at this point, I was like, "Oh no, he didn't!" Like now, I have to be like, foot down. Here we go.
Yeah.
Like son of a. He got my partner a Rick and Morty blanket, which is super comfy. It is super comfy. Well, because that was something they both watched together.
Okay.
Whatever.
Morty!
I know, but like,
Morty!
With absolutely no context, that is the most hilarious gift you couldn't have written that. You could not have said.
He got it. No, I was like sitting there. I'm like, what did he get her? Like, it could be literally anything, and it's gonna piss me off. She comes downstairs with this giant bone that we still have for our dog Jojo.
Oh, that's nice.
And this blanket, a Rick and Morty blanket, to which I'm still sitting on the couch, like trying to watch like the TV show that we were watching, and so it's paused. She comes downstairs and she puts the blanket on both of us, and I'm like holding her, and I'm like, this is so ironic. Like he wanted this gift for her, and I'm enjoying it right now. So this is like a gift for me. I am so happy,
dude. You should have sent like a selfie with you two under the blanket, and just been like, "Oh, thanks for the blanket, dude."
You know, I wish I would have, but at that point, I was like, "Okay, you need to tell this guy like,
fuck off."
I think it's time. Like he moved on,
right?
And then we find out that he was messaging, and the guy moving in with my partner and I was dating this other girl. This girl and Oklahoma were messaging, and Oklahoma was basically saying, I don't know what to do to get my partner back. I don't know what to do. I'm gonna give her a gift. I'm gonna tell her my feelings. I'm gonna go like above and beyond. And then like this guy moving into my future roommate's ex-girlfriend was basically saying, yeah, you do it. Like you can get her back. And I'm like, I've met this girl. I'm like sitting here, I'm like, what are you guys doing? Yeah. What is this? I'm looking at my partner. I'm like, you know what? You got to deal with this situation because this is getting outrageous.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Well, needless to say, she did deal with the situation. She said, you know, that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
And for him to move on.
Field outside Saskatoon.
Yeah, the body will never be found.
No. I actually met this guy.
Yeah, I found the body.
I found the body. He was a traitor. No, I met the guy. No, so I was at one of those calendar club board game puzzle calendar shops in the mall.
Okay. Yeah.
And I was with my partner, and I look over because I've seen like a Facebook profile of this guy, and I look over and I look at him and I'm like, hey, partner, is that Oklahoma? And she goes, yeah, it is. And so they have like a conversation.
He's crouched behind a garbage can in the face, staring at them.
He was sitting there trying to get a board game for like, I think this was like another year later at like Christmas time. He was trying to get a board game, and I was sitting there. I'm like, oh man, you could try all these different board games. And I was talking to him about all the board games in this store, like trying to upsell them to him.
Yeah.
Oh god, it was so funny. It was
you do that
so
a lot.
funny.
Did you ever get around to telling the guacamole story at the airport?
No, I didn't actually. I didn't tell the
think we've heard
guacamole
that
story.
He upsells people on shit that he doesn't fucking care about. It's so weird. It's so fucking strange.
Well, I was back in March. I was on my way back from Toronto, and I was like hungover. I sat down. I just wanted to eat food. I sit down in an airport Chili's, and they have all-you-can-eat nachos with a homemade salsa. Mm-hmm. And for $2 more, so it was an $8 meal. For $2 more, you could get the homemade guacamole. Like the Chili's made guacamole. And this lady comes up to me, and she didn't seem like she was having like the time of her life by any means. She comes over and she sits down and she's like, hey, what can I get you? And I'm like, just a glass. Well, no, like she came over, and to me sitting there, and she's like, oh, what can I get you? And I'm like, oh, just a glass of water, like, I'm not going to tell her I'm hungover, but I'm hungover. And can I get the bottomless nachos? Oh, perfect. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. What would you like? You want the salsa? I'm like, oh, yeah, of course I want the salsa. The salsa comes with it. Oh, okay, perfect. And would you like the guacamole? And I'm like, I personally don't like guacamole. I don't like it. I don't like avocados on their own. I like it in sushi, but I'm not a big fan of it. And she's trying to upsell this guacamole to me. She's like, oh, it's like the best guacamole I've ever had. And I'm like, this is an airport Chili's. How is that the best guacamole you've ever had?
That's why she lives in the airport.
so she's trying to upsell this like guacamole to me, and I'm like, nah, I'm not feeling the guac today. I'm not feeling the guac. And she's like, are you sure? Like, it's only $2 extra, all you can eat guac. I'm like, I really don't need the guac. And I'm like, nah, it's okay. I'll think about it. After my first plate of nachos, I'll think about it.
Right.
And she's like, okay. So she leaves. And she leaves for like probably 45 minutes with me with this plate. And I finished it pretty quick. So I'm sitting here for like probably 20 minutes, like pondering this guac. Like not having it myself, but I'm like, how much guacamole do they have that they're trying to upsell it that hard?
He was really stuck on the guac.
Like, do they have boxes of this shit in the back?
I imagine Jacob sitting in an empty airport Chili's, finger on his chin, just staring off into the abyss.
Everyone's
thinking
walking by,
about
like, what a
guac.
mysterious stranger. What's he thinking about? And in his head, he's just like, guac.
I'm sitting there and I'm like, how much guac do they have? They have to like push it that hard. Like it's $2. It's airport guac. Is there something secret about it?
There's just fucking
And
barrels
as I was
in the
was
back
like eating the first plate of chips, there's a guy at the table next to me, and this like, I want to say it's like a teenager. He looks like he was 20. He's watching me eat these chips, like trying to figure out what to do, and I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna sell these chips to him. That's what I want to do. $8 for all these chips, unreal. Oh, the salsa's so good. I'm like looking like I'm just loving these chips. He's like looking at it, and he's like, yeah, I think I'm gonna go with that. So the lady comes back and she's like, oh, would you like another plate? And I'm like, yeah, you want the guac? And I'm like, I'm not feeling the guac still. And so she's like, whatever. So she brings another plate, and as I'm like chowing on this plate, the guy's like, yeah, I'm getting the fucking nachos. And like this lady walks up to him and go, and I finished eating, and the guy is figuring out what he's getting. And I paid my bill in advance so I could just go for my like flight. So as I'm grabbing my bag and getting up, the guy's like, yeah, I'm gonna get the bottomless nachos with the salsa. And as he said that, I leaned over to him like, dude, you gotta get the guac dip. It's unreal. It's phenomenal.
Oh my god.
In front of the waitress that was like trying to sell it to me, and she's like, what? And he's like, oh yeah, that sounds amazing. I'll get the guac too.
Oh my god.
I remember him telling me this, and I was like, why? What was your reasoning for doing that?
I gotta tell you, every time I've been in an airport, I always get weirdly bored. I just want to like bug people, but not even like maliciously bug people, but like, oh, you're just bored in an airport as well. Well, have something fun.
You know that woman thought about it for like a good half hour after.
She's like sitting there. She's like, I asked this boy to buy so much
probably
guac
still
for
thinking
so
about it.
long,
Probably, yeah.
and he just walked up and went, dude, get the guac. It's unreal. And he got the. I was like, there, I got you your $2 sale on guac, man.
She hit
like,
her guac
guac quota.
Oh my god, guac quota. There we go.
The guac quota. I mean the guacamole coefficient quotient.
Oh, that's a tongue twister.
Oh god.
Guac clock. Oh, hang on.
Oh,
Get him with that one. But yeah, so
Calgary Airport Chili's lady, if you ever hear this episode, please reach out to us and tell us the secrets of the guac.
We want to know. We want to know. We want to know what is in the guacamole in an airport Chili's. Please, I want to know what the recipe is because I want to know how
much
different it
cocaine
is.
Yeah, I would love for her to come on the podcast. Yeah, this goblin-looking man came in and he didn't want the guac.
This hungover greasy boy was just sitting in my restaurant, and I had to serve him, and I was just not having the day, but I knew I had to push the guac.
Did you have the handlebars at that point? Did you have the?
I just had a beard. I had almost missed my flight that morning because I woke up. I was drinking till 3 a.m. and I was trashed as I stumbled back to my hotel and passed out. And I had set my alarms and I slept through all of them. And I woke up at 9 o'clock and my flight was supposed to leave at 8:45.
Oh, from Toronto?
Mm-hmm.
In Toronto.
Oh my god, where were you staying?
I was staying on Spadina at the. I made it to my flight.
You said the name of the place.
Yes, I know.
Blur it out.
You can blur it out.
Oh shit! No, hang on.
Is this the same time you stayed at that hotel as
Yes,
as
it's
the
the same
other
hotel.
two?
It's the same weird hotel. It was just the second time I was there. So anyways, I woke up and I was like,
God.
I woke up, didn't even look at my phone, and said I'm late. I packed everything instantly. I ran out of my room to the front and said I need a taxi for the airport. I ran back to my room, got everything, and I was out the door gone. I waited at the ground. I got in my taxi, I looked at my phone because I was like, oh, I missed the flight. I got an email saying the flight was delayed till 9:45.
Oh.
So I was out the door. I think I woke up at maybe at 8:50, like right when the flight was supposed to go or whatever. And I was like, oh, I missed it. But then I got the email. I was like, okay, I got time. Got to the cab by 9. Got to the airport by 9:20. Did the online check-in or what? Not the online check-in. Like the console check-in or whatever. Ran up to put my bag into baggage, and there's two people standing there. This guy and this girl, and the guy's like, "You're late. Like you missed the flight. We can't get your bag on the flight.
Yeah.
You're not gonna make the flight. You don't have your tickets. It's late. Everything's closed. Like the boarding's closed or whatever." I'm sitting here like, "No, the flight boards in 10 minutes. I just need to make it to my gate in 10 minutes, and I can make the flight. I just need you to take the bag." And they're like, oh, "No, like what's your name? Like we can't really get you on the flight." And I'm like, "I already have the boarding tickets." And they're like, "Wait, you have the boarding tickets? Like when did you get them?" I just checked in. Like I just need to go. I need to go. And I'm so hungover at this point. I know that I have to be on that airplane, and as soon as I'm on that airplane, I can rapid detox in air. I don't care. I just need to get on that flight. Like that was all that was going through my head at this point. And like, oh, fuck.
my
partner had called me and was like, "Hey, did you make your flight?" And I'm like, "I'm late. I gotta call you back when I'm in the airport. I gotta try and make it." And I hung up on them. I had to go. So I made it to the airport. They took my bag. It had to go on a different flight back to my home or whatever. I didn't care. I'm like, just take the bag. I can't take it on the flight. I have to go. And they're like, "Okay, sounds good. You made it in time for your flight. Go."
Yeah.
And so I got on. I got to the boarding. I got to like the gate, and I'm like, "Okay." And they just started boarding. Like I was so lucky. And I looked at them as they're boarding, and I was like, "Oh, I'm in like section 4. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy a bottle of water. I'm gonna take my time, get some food in my belly, and relax." Yeah, I was just so hungover that entire day.
Did I tell you what happened on my flight back from Toronto that one time? I get there late, and I was like, "Oh shit, I'm gonna have missed this flight." I remember getting there and the plane hadn't left. I was like, "What's going on?" And someone was like, "The door fell off the plane, so they're having to put it back on."
Oh my god, I remember you sending me a snap of this.
I was terrified. I was like, "What the fuck do you
There
mean
was
the
a
door
day
fell
when
off?"
you were like stuck in the airport for so long because of that.
Oh, I was.
That's right. I got home for Christmas before you did, and you left like a day before me.
Yeah, I slept in the airport that night because I was like, "Well, I'm not gonna miss my flight."
Yeah, missing a flight is a terrible feeling,
It
and
sucks.
coming as close as I have, I don't wish it on anybody.
Oh my god. I think with that we can wrap.
Oh yeah.
I said a hip, a hop, a hippie.
Oh,
A hippie to the
Here,
hip,
let-
hip,
let
hop
me-
and
let
the
me get a
don't
beat
stop
for
the
you, 1
rockin'
second.
Okay, yeah.
To the bam bam boogie.
let's see. Loading up YouTube.
Here we go. Here we go.
Let's see.
No, you can
Royalty.
just Jacob, drop me a
free.
beat. Come on, hit me
Okay,
with a
okay,
waka waka.
Now 1 second.
Yo. Yo.
3.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I'm feeling it. Time is run. Oh yeah. Yo.
I'm gonna pull up Time is Run. 1 second.
Please don't pull up Time is Run. We'll get fucking DCMA.
Time is run. Time is run.
Oh.
Time is run.
And with that. Oh my
Oh
god.
my god.
Thanks for everyone for listening to the Niche Memes.
No, we need to shout ourselves out.
Yeah, no, I'm aware.
Thanks for listening to episode 12.
12? Yeah, 12.
Yeah, this is episode 2. Jack, shut yourself.
A baker's not dozen.
Twitch.tv/McWigan, MCWIGAN, and Twitter at McWigan TV. Those are the main two. Everything else, I think that's it.
Don't
honestly.
forget YouTube.
Oh,
Don't forget YouTube.
I have YouTube. It's just McWigan. It's MCWIGAN McWigan on YouTube. We got videos coming up now, so
Yes.
there we go.
Yeah, we finally got videos coming up. It's exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Jacob, give yourself a shout.
You can find me on twitch.tv/rockliquor where the I is a 1. You can also find me on YouTube with the same alias. And on Twitch, it's R Liquor where the I is a 1. I do have an Instagram, which I barely use. But you can find me there too. Thanks for coming on down. why don't you give us a shout out as well? Unlike Metal.
Yeah, you can find me everywhere as Unlike Metal. That's UNLIKEMETAL. That's on Twitch. That's on Twitter. That's, the two places that really matter. I haven't done any YouTube videos yet because I still have a laptop that can't handle real video games. But you can find me everywhere under Unlike Metal. With that, thank you for listening to the podcast.
Jack, I got this message from you. I think it says pineapple, rice, vodka, wine, burrito.
Ma idem pokrasnio poloshadi
Oh shit! Oh guys, I think I woke the agent.
No, they got him.
Get him!
Got him.
Get away from here!
Sika, bля!